Welcome back to URM Academy. If you are a rock or metal producer, this is your home on YouTube. Today we've got a clip from last month's Nail the Mix where Fredrik Nordstrom, the legendary Fredrik Nordstrom, the guy who makes bands like Soilwork, Demon Borgir, Architects, At the Gates, Opeth, and tons more, he mixed Chelsea Smile by Bring Me the Horizon. In this clip, he's talking about vocals and vocal effects, and I think this is really interesting to see because this is one of the first songs in the genre that brought a lot of those kind of post-production tricks to the table. So it's interesting to see him kind of reflect on how they did that, how they might have done it differently now, which plugins they used then compared to which ones they use now. Super interesting to see that comparison between then and now.
This is back in the days also. Stuff for vocals. We can maybe take a listen to what he does. I take all the plugins out.
This disease is getting worse. I count my blessings. I'll count this curse. The only thing I really know, I can't sleep at night. I'm burning and breathing and regret.
When we recorded this, we used a lot of compression straight in recording, so it's not too much stuff that needed to be done. But
do you remember what kind of compressor?
I think it was, I had an AMEC Angela console, and to that one in there was 2 compressors. I think we used that a lot for vocal recording.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's just like a very rare compressor, because you could buy it when you bought the console, and they mounted it like 2-channel compressor in the table. So what I'm doing is like here is just lift a little bit of the treble to get a bit more present before the compressor. And we're actually using Pro Tools' own compressor here. I think we were a big fan of the compressor back then. There are better compressors now for sure.
This disease is getting worse. I count my blessings. I'll count this curse.
So in total, maybe we have like 30-35 dB compression on the vocals. So it's a lot, I know. And on top of that, we also have a lo-fi to put on even a little bit more distortion.
This disease is getting worse. I count my blessings. I'll count this curse.
You can hear a little bit of the noise. I mean room sound in the background here. And last, we have Pro Tools built-in de-esser to take away the high de-esses.
This disease is getting worse. I count my blessings.
Here we also have, it's not the original plugin we had for that part. There was a Cosmonaut, but that's not, doesn't work anymore. It was a very cool lo-fi plugin that comes with Pro Tools.
Why would he believe in me? Why would he believe in me?
That is activated there on that part. Here is also some printed vocal effects. I don't remember what used there. But for sure distortion. And again, just taking off a little bit here to the worst, like fuzz thing. Here's a dubbing thing. Low vocals, it's just like some kind of lead vocals.
His voice is so extreme.
Yeah, and it's same settings here, so all settings are the same on all vocal tracks. When it's coming to doubles, it is the same, but it's lower in volume. And then we have gang vocals. This was different. We have recorded 3 tracks of gang vocals. Normally it's 4. They have the kind of the same setup as the lead vocals also. We can take a listen to them.
Real
And here are some keyboard sounds. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, lifting up some treble. And this is for that part of the album. Let's see here. Dull sound, so it's like this treble lift here is quite important, I think. And probably there's an EQ do nothing here. And then I think we have the best explosion in the world, we call them that. There is also just a little lift on the bass. Otherwise it is like it is. And that's it. We have a reverb that we use for when we need to use reverb on anything like lead guitars, vocals. It's like a bread and butter reverb. And then we have this Echo Boy, just doing echoes.
Can you show us what each reverb does individually? Is there a way?
Let's find out here some vocals.
The only thing I really know, like the only.
So that's like a small room. Then we have the delay. I do this.
The only thing I really know, like the only thing I really know, like.
So that's yeah. This is the period where we used a lot of those different kind of bissonette and stuff like that.
Were you saying that with Echo Boy, you just pick a preset, or?
But Echo Boy is that's normally I've done what I call start. So it's following the tempo, and it's like a stereo delay, not a ping pong delay, but it's a stereo delay. So the delay is in stereo.
Such a good delay.
Yeah, it is. And then we have this, like a long reverb thing that we use for special effects. Like it's, I think we have it here, for example, that really long reverb. Well, there we go.
Why would he believe in that? Why would he believe in that?
To make epic sound. And then again, a copy more or less of the delay, where you have normally this, it's not totally reliable, this Echo Boy with my total system, where we have a longer delay when you're gonna do like hello, 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 stuff like that. And that's the FX delay. I don't know if it's used in this mix. So quite basic, like two for the whole mix, two reverb, two echoes, one normal reverb and one long one. That you can have like to do. I like to do like if somebody's make a long scream, then you fade in this long reverb and you fade out the volume of the vocals, and you just get the sound of the vocals disappear eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I normally have. It's always in my mix session, but it's not sure that I'm going to use it. But I have the option to take it up and use it whenever I want. Here is a little thing I do also. I use the FX delay, and then I feed the FX delay into the long reverb. So the echo is bouncing in the reverb. Yeah, it sounds very epic.
Absolutely.
And then I didn't do the mastering of this album. It was done by Peter Indebeto, I think, in a TaylorMade studio. But so I did a little audio mastering here, where I have used the Pro Q to. We can see if that make any big difference. I don't think so. Just I've tried here to find like sharp frequencies as we showed before. When you go in really narrow Q and you sweep, and if something bounces out, then you take it down a little bit. And a multi-band compressor. And my little favorite stereo widening stuff just makes it more stereo. Then in the end I used a limiter to just like gain up the volume a little bit. And then finally, let's see how it sounds without heat. Makes the band sounds good, Lizer bottom.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That was Fredrik Nordstrom mixing Chelsea Smile by Bring the Horizon. If you want to get your hands on the rest of this video and the multi-track files for the song, hit the link in the description below and you will get instant access to all those, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.